Hey everyone, Rua here with another guide for VD Ambuscade. This month's a repeat of an old battle against Qutrubs, one MB aided by several adds he'll summon in whenever he hits 80% HP. The MB takes a lot of damage from physical sources and skill chains, but he has a monumental amount of HP to compensate for his weakness. The overall strategy is to put damage dealers, including your support jobs as well, on the MB to carve away at its HP, while the tank and the healer kite the adds around the battlefield, using the pillars to force them to path awry. You can actually leave the Geomancer at home for once. Bard is a much better melee than Geomancer, and it can also stick Elegy to make this a lot easier. I've seen some groups saying Ninja is essential for this, but as you'll see from this video, it's really not. Just have your DDs sub it for shadows. The fight only gets dangerous at 2 stages, when the MB pulls his dagger out, at which point he gets end death, and again at 30% when his helpers get an attack called Triple Reversal. Triple Reversal takes all the damage dealt to the MB and returns it to the players in range of the ad which uses it. You need to keep those ads out of range of your tank and away from your core group, so kiting them away with movement speed is essential. Have your red mage, if you're using one like we were here, stick slow and paralyzed too, as well as DR3. There's not much to really say about the MB's first form. Just get it to 80%, but make sure your tank is not engaged or acting on it. The tank needs to get AoE hate on the ads, but not take the MB with them when they start running. So it's important that they don't get themselves to the hate ceiling on the MB, or this is not going to work. When you get the MB to 80%, his sword will break and the ads will spawn. Your tank needs to grab them and start doing laps of the arena. There's again not much really to speak of during this phase, just wear it down some more. The path your tank needs to take is a perfect lap of the outside of the arena. Do not weave between the pillars, you want to be running a triangle around the outside of the 3 pillars. "60%, now this is where things can go south. At 60% the MB will use Spinal Cleave and then pull out his dagger. During this phase the MB has a very good chance of proccing end death on whoever he hits with the dagger, so keep your shadows up at all times. The MB will also get a good chance to triple attack during this phase as well, so make sure you're keeping at least 3 shadows up. Hate should be so wild at this point the MB will just be spinning like a bottle top to whoever hits it with a weapon skill. You can use this to your advantage, and don't use a weapon skill unless your shadows are up. You don't want to use a weapon skill only to be caught out. The MB will use perfect dodge at 50%, so you either have to wait it out, or if you have a thief like I do here, use Larceny and steal it. The MB starts using 2 new attacks during this phase. A strong single target stun and dispel, and an AoE attack which clears shadows. Unblast Jambaya is the AoE attack, so when you see it readying, get ready to recast your shadows. "30% is the final phase, and you need to let your Kaita know when it's coming. 30% is when Triple Reversal is unlocked. The MB's dagger breaks during this phase, but it starts using Utsuzemi-san in an attempt to slow you down. If your red mage can stick silence, then this last phase will fly by a lot quicker, but they may have to stymie it to ensure it sticks. The gimmick with the final phase is that the NM will start almost exclusively using an AoE HP drain. Here's the thing though, the HP drain will never actually kill you, so it really baits players into spamming heals, when they're really only going to be healing the MB. As mad as it sounds, you need to finish off the MB with no healing, using your shadows to ensure his regular attacks don't kill you. It will be very tempting to cure bomb, but resist the urge. You're ensuring a drawn out fight, or worse still a wipe if you do. This month's fight took me more than a few tries to get down to a spammable level, but what you've seen here really works well. This is a really unconventional battle in terms of setup, and the disregarding of basic group play mechanics like curing when at critical HP, but that's part of its charm I guess. Have a blast for this fight, and I'll see you all next time.